Have you ever walked into your bedroom and suddenly forgot why you went there? You stand there looking around and hoping your brain remembers. A few seconds later, you go back to your previous room and suddenly you remember, oh, I came for my charger. Sounds familiar, right? Don't worry. This doesn't mean you are having a bad memory. In fact, almost everyone experiences this. But why does this happen? Let's find out. Psychologists call this the doorway effect. Imagine you are sitting in a sofa and think, I need to get my water bottle. Immediately, your brain creates a temporary goal. The goal is mainly held in your working memory, which is managed largely by the prefrontal cortex, the area right behind your forehead. Think of working memory as your brain's sticky note. It keeps information active only while you need it. At this moment, your brain is actively holding, get a water bottle, walk into the kitchen. As you begin walking, the prefrontal cortex keeps sending signals to maintain that goal. Scientists call this active maintenance. Certain groups of neurons keep firing to remind your brain, don't forget, we are getting the water bottle, as long as nothing interrupts you. These neurons keep the information active, and then where things change, crossing into another room provides your brain with a lots of new sensory information. Suddenly your eyes see different walls, different lighting, different furniture. Your ears hear different sounds. Your brain detects that your surroundings have changed, and then your brain thinks a new event has started. One important job of the hippocampus is organizing experiences into separate episodes. Instead of storing your whole day as a long memory, it divides life into chapters. For example, breakfast, driving, sitting, shopping, cooking dinner, etc. Crossing a doorway is one signal that often marks the end of one chapter and beginning of another. This is called an event boundary. The hippocampus updates the current event model. It's almost like our brain says, okay, we have entered a new place, let's prepare for whatever happens here. And then the attention shifts. When you enter a new room, your attention automatically starts analyzing what's there, is anything important, is anything dangerous, what objects are around me. All these kind of things goes in your brain. Brain regions involved in attention, especially parts of parietal cortex and frontal attention networks, begin processing the new environment because attention shifts toward the new surroundings. Fewer mental resources are available to keep the old goal active. The working memory signals get weaker. The goal has not disappeared, but the neurons that were actively maintaining that begin firing less strongly. Think of it like turning down the volume of a song. The music still exists, but it's harder to hear. Your attention shifts to processing this new information. The original task gets pushed into a background. That's why you suddenly forget why you came. Now imagine you walk back into a living room and suddenly remember, I came for my water bottle. Why? Because the living room contains many of the same visuals and spatial cues that were present when you first had the idea. For example, it may be snacks you are having. Your brain connects memories with the place where they were formed. When you return to the original room, those surroundings reactivate the memory. This is called context-dependent memory. So, how can you remember better? These 5 tricks may help you remember. The first one is, say the task out loud. I'm going to get my charger. Hearing yourself reinforces the memory. And second one is, visualize the object. Visualize the object in your brain. Picture the charger before leaving the room. This creates a strong mental representation. And third one is, avoid distractions. Don't check your phone while walking. Every distraction shows effects on your working memory. And fourth one is, focus on one task. Avoid thinking about multiple things at once. A single goal is easier for your brain to maintain. And fifth one is, walk back if you forgot. Returning to the original room often provides the environmental cues needed to retrieve the memory. And by the way, the doorway effect doesn't mean you have bad memory or that something is wrong with your brain. It's a normal consequence of how the brain organizes experience into separate events. So next time you walk into a room and suddenly forget everything, don't panic. Your brain is not broken. It's simply changing its focus to a new environment. It's a completely normal psychological effect that's happened almost to everyone. The problem is not your memory, it's where your attention goes. If you enjoyed learning something new today, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.